Hi, my name is Charissa Richards, and this is our presentation on the issues of linguistics. Later in the presentation, you will also hear from Elymae, Moriah, and Paul. Some things that you will hear about during our presentation are the goal that we had for our project, some general information and facts about international students at Purdue, some stressors that affect these students, and also some stereotypes that are held by American students that can impact the international students. Another thing that you will hear about is the movie that we watched and how it affected and enhanced the project. Also, you will hear about our cultural immersion project and the team involvement in the community and our personal experiences. Looking at these pictures, you can see that international students can become very active members in their campus. It all depends, though, on their willingness to adapt and to go out and make new friends. Most of this is dependent on their abilities to speak to their peers and to their educators. As you can see in the top middle picture, students can definitely thrive and can even help others, as these students are doing by helping tornado victims. Our goal in this project was to learn about and address the issues of language that impact international students throughout the application process and during their time at a university in the United States. Some background on our project. Language is one of the biggest factors that affect an international student's adjustment to life in the United States. If a student is willing and able to communicate with their peers and their educators, they will become a more rounded student and they will adapt better to the environment that they have been put in. Another potential issue experienced is adjustment to learning styles that are catered to in the American universities. According to a study performed determining the learning styles of native versus non-native speakers preferred tactile and kinesthetic learning, while English speakers preferred auditory and kinesthetic learning. The study found that the better grasp one had of English and the longer one had spent in the U.S., the more similar that the results of the non-native speakers were to the native speakers. The most common teaching methods in the U.S. schools are lectures and readings, which cater to visual and auditory learners. This is why many international students struggle in this environment. Fewer international students feel comfortable, connected, and accepted at Purdue than American students do. They have little contact with people who are different than them, even though this is what they had expected most since they were coming to a new nation. International students also sometimes have better relationships with staffs and faculty than with other students that are not willing to reach out to people who are different than them. Purdue University is quite proud of its rich cultural diversity. This fall semester, Purdue ranks second in international student enrollment among all public United States colleges and universities. This is a great accomplishment for Purdue, and they are very excited about the amazing diversity that we have on campus. Some stressors that can affect international students are that they can have pressures with academic concerns that they may not be used to. The social life in America might be different than where they're from, and they might not know how to go about having a social life. Also, they may have different personal struggles while they're here, and they might have trouble dealing with them if they do not have friends to lean on like they did back home. Some issues international students face at Purdue are impatient American students that are not willing to learn more about different cultures, constant mispronunciations of their given name, lack of communication about resources available to students, and also stereotypes and ridicule from students who don't like people that are different than them.